What's going on, everybody? Kid from Brooklyn here. We're about to do another cooking video. I know I look like hell, but I ain't worried about it. Today I'm going to be making pasta Fazool. This is a very simple, basic recipe. What do you guys think you can make with this? Onions, spaghetti, pork and beans, and tomato paste. Some people might know what to do with that. Others might think, what the hell can you do? But I'm going to be making a whole full pot of food. It's a basic Italian recipe. There are many, many ways to make this, but this is a very simple way. And we're going to get started with this. What you need for this recipe is 2 large yellow onions, a box of spaghetti, any kind you want. I use the whole grain. You can use regular spaghetti, of course. 2 cans of Campbell's pork and beans, and 2 cans of tomato paste of your choice. But the beans must be Campbell's pork and beans. It will not come right with any other kind. But if you want to try it, you can go ahead. I have a blurry picture here. Okay, there we go. First thing you're going to want to do is take your onions and put them in this processor here. As you can see, we have 1 onion already chopped up. What I'm trying to do is get it all into the processor. I'm crying here because these onions are killing my eyes. Get in there. Okay, that might be it for that one. You want to chop these onions to liquid form. That's the best way to do it. This way they kind of dissolve while it's cooking and you won't have all these chunks of onion in there. Once your onions are all chopped up, you should have kind of like an applesauce texture, or a little chunkier than an applesauce texture, but. And you're going to want to get a sauce pot kind of like that or bigger, depending on what you have. And you're going to want to turn on the stove to a low heat. And the first thing you're going to want to do is add about 2 tablespoons of corn oil. And let that heat up. I just eyeball it. I've been doing this for so long. You're going to want to take your onions and place them in the oil. Okay, once you get the onions in the oil, what you want to do is turn up the heat to medium. So you want to turn up your heat to medium, and you're going to let the onions simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want to keep checking on it and stirring it. You don't want the onions to get brown, so do not let that happen. So we're going to let these simmer for about 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. And what you want to look for is you want to get the onions to all dry up. You want to lose that onion juice. Okay, the onions are just about dried up. Just about. Once your onions are dry, you're going to add in the 2 cans of tomato paste. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and add the tomato paste in about another minute or so. Actually, yeah, I'd give it about another minute. This is just almost completely dried the way it should be. Before you add in the paste, make sure the onions are completely simmered to where there is hardly any liquid left. If you have a little liquid like I have right there, that is fine. You can then go ahead and add in your paste. Once you add the paste to the pot, first thing you're going to want to do is with the paste cans, you're going to want to fill them with water and stir it real good and clean them out, and just add that right in. And then you just want to stir it all together. Okay, once you get that all mixed well and blended, You're going to want to turn up the heat. Once you get that all mixed and blended, you're going to want to turn up the heat, bring it to a boil, and let it boil for about 2 minutes. Once it's all blended and nice, you're going to want to add 2 cans of pork and beans. Okay, once you have your beans in, you want to blend this all together, and then you want to let that cook for about, I'd say, 2 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes, let that cook, and then we will add the rest. Okay, hopefully what you're doing is looking exactly like this. Once you got the beans in there for about 2 minutes, what you're going to want to do is add 14 cups of water. After you add the 14 cups of water, you should have something that looks like this. And what you're going to want to do is keep it on medium heat, bring it to a boil, and then you want to lower it to low to medium and let it cook for about 3 hours. Okay, so after you cook this for like 20 minutes or so, or once it gets to a boil, you want to lower it and bring it to a low boil. Let it cook for like 3 hours, and in the meantime, you want to take your spaghetti and you want to break it up. What you want to do is get like 8 pieces out of 1 strand. You want to break like 1 strand into 8 pieces, and we'll do that now. Okay, after you break up your spaghetti, you should have a pound of spaghetti that looks like this. And what you're going to want to do is add that to the pot, but not right now. You still want this to cook. And this is cooking very nicely so far. This has got about another, I would say another 2.5 hours to cook. And yeah, you don't want to add the spaghetti to this just yet. I want to hold off on that. So we'll let this cook. As you can see, this is cooking at a very low boil. That is how you want it to cook during the duration. A nice slow boil just like that. Okay, so after 3 hours of cooking, you want to bring it to a boil. Then you want to throw your spaghetti in. Yes, throw it in raw. Stir it all in. And let that spaghetti cook. Just let the spaghetti cook in there. Lower the heat a little. Just keep it on a nice slow boil. And as soon as the spaghetti is cooked, it will be ready to eat. Okay, I think we are done here. Pasta Fazool is done. And we are going to give this the test. Looks good. Shoot your finger right now to test that. And which is impressive. But doing it for 90 years is reason to celebrate. Couldn't be better. Oh. Well, there you have it. Pasta Fazool. If you guys make it, I hope it comes out right. If you do make it, drop me a comment. Let me know how it came out. Like this video, subscribe to my page, share it, try the recipe. It's really good. And well, I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.